Got one of these, you know what I'm doing. All that first discing up on the hill with the radish. I've already vacuumed everything out of here I can vacuum out. So, hey, it can be easier to take the side off. I will probably end up taking the grill off so I can get in and blow the radiator out because it looks like it can use it. So that's today's plan. And hopefully number one gets some stuff greased and start getting stuff put away. I'm just out of room. That's my biggest issue. It's driving me crazy. Oh well, I'll get you some more. By the way, it's Thursday the 4th. Not the way I like to do it. This one's actually probably the hardest one to do because you got a fan in the way. But the water's finally running clear. All the air did was make a big dust cloud and really didn't do anything. I don't like putting water into a radiator this way unless I have to. But once in a while, you just don't have a choice. There's some more dark spots. Little color change. I've been at this for about 45 minutes. Yay. And this is just the radiator. I still got the air conditioning and oil cooler to do yet. So, that's fun. It's Friday the 5th. Yeah, we're missing a few parts. I still got a resealer on the radiator. It's sucking stuff up from the ground. It never helps. And we're finally gonna get that thing off here. Like most days, I messed up a few days. And might have a surprise. We'll see. A lot of you know my wife's been goofing off this week. Her and her best friend both lost their jobs where they were at due to COVID. And her best friend says, we need to go on a road trip, which they're kind of like Thelma and Louise. You just don't see them on the news. They usually get away here and there. And it's been quite a while. So they went to Montana to goof off. Oh, come on. Stupid Sentry on this thing screws up once in a while. You think you're going to move and you don't. I just hope I got enough room to do what I want to do. Usually, on the other side of the fence here is where everything gets parked, but due to having to move stuff out of the neighbors and having to move a bunch of other things, our parking situation has changed a lot. As in, I'm really out of room everywhere. And yeah, oh gee, just make a bigger yard. Yeah, the way the ground lays here, we're on the wrong side of the creek for that. So, deal with what we got to deal with. I mean, that's working out great for parking stuff. Things are there that haven't been up and around for a long time. But anyway, 54 years ago at about 4 o'clock this morning, I got to poke my head out into the world. So it just kind of works out that on her way home, my wife and her friend are stopping to look at a piece of equipment. Kind of had to scrounge for some money for it because the bookkeeper, aka my mother, she pretty much says no, don't have it. I have almost all the money. And the wife, we've done it before. You know, she's borrowing a little from a friend. It ain't much. And number one there, I was hoping that her boyfriend her fiance, could haul it for me. No, part of the issue is it's out of state. The other part of the issue, I don't have a trailer low enough. I thought his was low enough, and he doesn't think so. But he made a couple of phone calls, and a guy that he moves equipment for and hauls rock for once in a while happens to be hauling a piece of logging equipment to Elgin, Oregon, which is probably about 40 miles past, 50 miles past where you cross the river into eastern Washington. So he's almost there. We're getting a deal there. I'm doing some trading with number one's fiance. So I'm not out cash, and he is, but he'll just do the trade with the other guy. But if that's going to happen, it's got to be by next Thursday. So if the wife says it's something good, I guess we'll have something to show you in about a week or so, maybe. And maybe not. I mean, I'm not going to get my hopes too high, but it's a pretty good deal. There's a few of you that know what it is, and that's fine. I always check on things before I jump on it, because if I don't know something about something, I check. I've been doing a bunch of searching on the internet and that kind of thing, and now I gotta go swap tractors. Anyway, as long as it's not a POS, it's a really good deal. I mean, I understand why they're at the price they are. A couple of things that cost a lot of money that could be replaced, but they're fine. I can't show you on this, but they're fine. They'll work for me for a long time. And we just something we've needed for a long time. Before Dad got sick and then passed away, he had a couple of them lined up for a lot more money. Of course, they were in better shape. I mean, this one looks like it's in good shape. It's just got a couple issues. And as long as the guy was up front and even with me when I asked questions, well, I ain't got a problem with the issues that he says it has. They're things I can fix pretty easy. So, anyway, I parked this thing back over here so we can finish working on it. Got to get the duals and the weights off it too. The weights off the back. I don't take them off the front. You throw the disc mower on the back of this thing and start pulling hills cutting, and you can't stay straight without weight on the front. So we always leave it heavy. Always have. Yeah, now to go get rid of that one. I might bring you back for part of that. See why it's such a pain in the butt to put the disc anywhere. Cultipacker is so much shorter. And hopefully I didn't just creep ahead too far for the hitch pin. The disc has a oblong hole. Makes it a whole lot nicer if you got a creep. I'm sure she'll let me know here in a minute. And of course, the wonderful thing about these Case tractors, if I put it in park on this little hill, I got to go get the loader or something and rock it to get it off the park pin. That's the one thing I don't like about it. I do like the tractors. They're nice to run. Pretty good on fuel. I love the 504 engine. It's just that, don't park on a hill. They're made for flatland. And I suppose I'll let you go here. You got to see where we shoved it. In case I don't get any more, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, yada yada. Check out some babies. See if we can zoom in through the dirty windshield. There we go. Alright. Maybe later. Getting the duals off. Other one is off. Anybody that hasn't seen our dual dolly, hang it off the chain. Got two wheels on there so you can roll it. Especially with these duals where they got the rims going around the rim. The rim. You can't slip off, but you really screw up. I can do this. See that crack between the radiator and the housing? You see the ground through it? Same thing over there. This had, we had some of that noodle stuff, pipe insulation crammed in there and siliconed in, and it only lasts so many years before it rots out. I'm hoping I can sneak in there with some expansion foam and fill all those freaking holes up. That'll last, however many years again. The way this thing works, even though you got the top right there, it draws so much crap from underneath, especially when we're cutting hay, because it's right ahead of the axle. Weights hit stuff, breaks it loose, and it just vacuums it up here and packs everything. So yeah, one of those things we got to do every now and then. I was going to try to video this, but I don't think I can reach in there with my other arm and hold this there. Ain't gonna happen. So maybe I'll show you the results. Rain Friday night. It's almost 5:30. Number one's helping her fiance move some equipment for some people. So she left at 12:30, and she texted me a few hours ago and said it was raining like hell about 20 miles to our north. It started with some drops here about 20 minutes ago. Those ones that make like an inch or inch and a half splotch on the ground. And now it's starting more, so yeah. And have a good surprise for everybody next week. I hope. Be the end of the week. It's nice having a good wife. Since she was out and about, she stopped and looked at something for me. I think I already might have mentioned that. So it's bought and paid for, and hopefully see it here by Thursday night. Hopefully not too late. We'll find out. It's going to get here when it gets here. I've already been most of the day on the telephone and texting and messaging and making arrangements, so hopefully that's all good. So, hey, I hope y'all had a good Friday. Thanks for watching.